Hey, this is J-Hen with J-Hen Travel and Services, coming back to bring you another great travel video. Coming back with the Travel Talks, which is the Travel Talks are times where I come and talk to guests or just talk to you guys about different travel experiences. And today I have a very special guest in the building. Give it up. Give it up.
What's up? I'm Angela from Earrings by Angela.
Make sure you check out the description down below. That way you can find out more about Angela and more about Earrings by Angela. You can also check her out here on YouTube, you guys. Check her out. Check her out.
All right. Thank you for that wonderful intro. Let's get it.
Let's get into it. We closed out 2018 with a very great trip.
That's an understatement, y'all. Can I cuss
Well,
on here? That trip was the bomb! For real.
Okay, all right. Well, we went on this bomb trip, this bomb cruise. I have a number of videos already on YouTube that show some of our experience. But today, we're going to jump right in and tell you about the cruise that we went on. I'll let Angela take it away.
What? Okay, so listen. This was an 11-day cruise, y'all. The first 11-day cruise I've ever been on in my life. Yo, when I'm talking about I didn't want to leave, I think we were like the second or third couple. We're not a couple, but stars of the ship.
Okay.
Man, it is so much to do on there. It is so much to do. And it's not like there's no water slide and stuff like that for kids, but you don't even need that. You want to party, you want to dance and stuff. That's what's up.
Yeah.
We had a great time.
Yep.
Good food, too.
Good food. So we were on the Celebrity Equinox, and it's more of a grown-up feel to it. I think that we were probably around the median age of some of the younger people, but the actual age of the people that were on the ship, what do you think they were? The median age or average age?
Dorothy, Blanche, Rose, and Sophia was on that trip, y'all. But they was breaking it down on the dance floor. Don't let it trip, because listen, there was this lady. She was about 80 years old, y'all. Miss Gail, or what was her name? Miss Gail. Hey, she kept paying the DJ person with drinks so that he would play Drake. She danced all night to Drake. And so Drake, just know that there's an 80-year-old woman who you are her number one. Kendrick Lamar, you are her number two.
Yeah, so it was just a great time, a great experience. But we do feel that this cruise had catered to more people that were maybe senior citizens or a little bit older. But still, if you're a person that can go someplace and you can make your own fun, you'll still be able to have lots of fun. Like Angela said, there was at least 2 lounges where you could go at nighttime and you can have, dancing. In the QSAR, they had karaoke, and then some nights they would have a DJ in there where you could dance. It was more of a futuristic type of lounge. I've never seen anything like it. I mean, it just was like a great setup. It wasn't that large, but just the setup, even in the daytime, just to go in there and chill, it just had an excellent, excellent setup.
Yeah, and don't get it twisted. There were some young people on there too, because, I'm 42, and I was partying with 21-year-olds. You know who you are, girl, in England.
Yeah. So, and we're both Americans, and we did notice too, I'd say, it was mainly a lot of people from other countries that were on the ship to us. I would say a lot of people from the UK.
Shout out to Australia. You know who you are. We partied hard.
London.
Yes. Oh, and Canada, too.
Oh, yeah, Canada.
Hey, Amanda and them.
Yeah, so... So the nightlife on the cruise, there was a pretty good nightlife. I mean, the clubs or the lounge would stay open depending on the crowd and depending on the feel of the crowd. So if you're on the cruise with some people that really want to stay up late night, the DJ is going to keep spinning and mixing those beats. And then if it's a night where not many people are out, they're going to kind of wind down early. What would you say some of the greatest experiences were on the ship?
Besides the alcohol. Because if you got that Martini Flight video, you got to check that out. That was like the bomb. But the silent party, for me.
Oh, the silent party.
That was my first time ever going to a silent party.
Mine too.
And it was phenomenal. Like the greatest experience besides, what was that? The moon party, the new moon.
Oh, the moonlight party.
The full eclipse or whatever.
Yeah, the moon party or the moonlight party.
That was good.
Yeah, so the silent party, I have a video that you guys can go and check out. But again, I said it on that video too. I really didn't know what to expect at a silent party. In my mind, I don't know what Angela thought, but I thought it's like the stupidest thing in the world when I would see it on television or different places. Oh, you go there and you listen to headsets. I'm like, I'm too old for that. But once we got in there and got in the mix, it was just like...
It was hilarious because, okay, you have 2 different DJs, right? It was 2.
But we had 3 different stations.
But can I finish?
Oh, my fault.
You see, that's how people get jacked up.
I ain't scared.
You best to be. But listen, so it was 2 different DJs. And so if the DJ on the left, he might have been on the blue channel, the other DJ on the green channel, and they're shouting out, talking to you in your ears, and so you might be dancing with somebody, and he kept changing the channel on me. I was like, if he don't quit doing this salsa dancing while I'm trying to get my Drake on.
I stayed on the red channel. I stayed on the salsa, the reggaeton.
So you had 2 different DJs, and then a channel that was kind of like just automatic, but it was phenomenal. Everybody had fun. Yo, the dance floor was packed. The silent party was so popular that people were waiting outside for people to leave so they could get their headphones. Yeah. They wasn't getting mine. I stayed to the end, y'all.
Yeah, and you forgot to tell them one of the best things, too, if you want to just take a break and step off the dance floor and take your headset off, oh, my God, and just watch the people and people watch.
That was funny.
It's hilarious. You see people shouting out, singing off key, dancing, and you don't know if they're on beat or off beat because you might not know what song they're listening to, but everybody just seemed to be very free and relaxed and just came into it to have a good time, and that's what made the experience all the more better.
And the alcohol.
Oh, and the alcohol.
That spices everything up. Let's just keep it real. Can we keep it real?
Yeah.
Play that funky music, white boy. Play that funky music, white. Play that funky music, white boy. Lay down the boogie and play that funky music too.
On our cruise, we had 2 nights for the silent disco. So if you're cruising on like an 11-night cruise like we were with Celebrity, and you miss one night, make sure that you check it out in the agenda because they typically have it more than one night.
Right.
As well as it's either the full moon or the moonlight party. They had that at least 2 nights doing the selling as well. So they opened that up with a great performance and production of dancers and what would you call that lady, what she was doing?
Acrobatics.
Okay, some acrobatic stuff and flipping and great lighting. Well, she was flipping off the little thing, wasn't she?
Yeah, I just picture her bones popping out. That's what I said.
Yeah, so if you, what does it call when people are double jointed? She was really like double jointed, and so some people can stand to watch that and some people can't, but it was a really great production to open up the moonlight party. And again, that was just a night where, most people chose to stay up on that night as well to come out and party and dance the night away.
It was great.
Yeah.
It was great. And the fun thing about it was that after the performers did their performance, they came and mingled with the crowd. So you got to actually talk and dance with them and all that kind of stuff. So everyone was very personable. And I would say it was very diverse.
Oh yeah, very diverse.
Very diverse.
Yeah.
Ages, everything. Mm-hmm. And it was just cool to just party, you know. Yeah. With different people from all around the world. And then the best thing I believe is that, for 11 days you are with these people and you keep bumping into them, and in that fine dining you're next to the same people all the time, so you end up, becoming friends with them. And when you go off on the islands, you might run off into each other and kind of hang out, because we hung out with a lot of people that we met on the ship. Yeah, we met
off the ship too on excursions, and then we found out they were on the same ship with us, and from there it just sparked relationship after relationship. Even on, was it like night 8 or 9, we had met people, and it just seemed like we had known them forever, and it's just like
we became like best friends.
Yeah, it was like cool vibe. We're meeting up after that. One of the other things on Celebrity is they have some pretty good shows and pretty good productions. The show that we went to was Elysium, and I mean,
wow,
that was a phenomenal show. I mean, with acrobats, dancing, flipping off the stage, coming out at you. It was just amazing. And I mean, some of the performers, they're so humble because you would see them on the ship, and there was a guy, he was inviting people to the show saying, come to this show, people will be dancing, singing, flipping off the stage. And not one time did he tell us it was going to be him that would be flipping off the stage. But it was just a great show. It displayed, the battle of good versus evil.
You a spoiler person, ain't you?
Oh, I ain't told him to end it. I ain't say how it ended. But one of the other things too is it mixes in some different contemporary songs from different decades. So, one of my favorite songs was played in there by Aerosmith, Dream On. Dream on. I got this new Yeti for the first time, so I won't do too much singing. And then I don't want none of the record labels coming after me, trying to flag my video.
It. Right. Because you don't own this music.
So, yeah, what did you think about Elysium?
That was great. But, my fast butt was thinking about them three dudes. What was their name? I can't remember. Put it in the video.
Good.
Because they was fine, baby. I got a picture, okay?
Good. So, yeah, they did have some soulful music, too, on there, which I think was the best soulful act on there, which we'll get to some of the other musicians a little bit later. Look at her face. But their name was Uptown. That was the name of the group, was Uptown.
Well, this is a YouTube video, so I'm going to keep that other comment to myself.
Okay. I don't know what that comment was. If anybody out there in mind, Rita, leave what you think she meant to say down in the comments below. But Uptown, they were very good, and they brought some soul on the ship. I mean, some real heartfelt American Detroit Motown City soul.
Man, they sure did.
Yeah. So they pretty much performed songs from Motown. What else do you think they had did?
They danced really good.
Oh, yeah, they did.
Okay, so y'all remember back in the day, because I'm older than him, y'all remember back in the day, although it's not my time, that the Temptations and the Four Tops and all them had their choreographed dances? Booyah. They were that classic and that good. Yeah. They were on point. And I was like, how they doing all this dancing and not running out of breath? Because there was no lip syncing. Don't get it twisted. It
was all live. And then they had some audience participation, but we won't tell off that and spoil the show. But make sure that you get to that show early because, again, it seems that a lot of people on the that are maybe frequent celebrity cruisers, they already know to go to that show and pack it out.
Yeah, they knew not to pull me on stage, too. They knew better.
And then they had, I think at least we saw 2 comedians during our cruise. And we actually had she might have saw 3. I only saw 2. But they did have the dad from That's So Raven was there.
Yes.
And I didn't know
we saw him in the cafeteria.
Oh, we saw him in the cafeteria, yeah. And I didn't know he did stand-up. But, yeah, he was there doing stand-up.
Vondell somebody. Ooh.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then just some of the things to do in the daytime on Celebrity, what we found ourselves doing daily was going to either the indoor pool after we go out on excursions and the hammocks. I mean, there's only a few. How many do you think? Maybe 4 or?
Was it 4? Oh, I never went to the other side.
I think it's only about 4 hammocks. I would say no more than 6 hammocks. So if you want a hammock, you got to run and you got to claim it fast.
No, you don't. I'm going to tell you why.
Okay.
Because at the times where I went, I made sure most of the people was in the pool.
Okay. All right.
Oh, I'm not going to argue with you.
She know we had to try to wait it out and look for them hammocks. Them hammocks is not easy to come by. But again, that was like something to do that was relaxing. I mean, we loved the indoor pool because if you didn't want to be outside in the direct sun or if you ever run into any rain or bad weather, it doesn't stop you from being able to get inside the swimming pool and enjoy yourself or just even relax in a hot tub. One of the things for me, I don't think they had enough hot tubs as I would have liked them to have. And then the hot tubs were kind of small. I mean, that's just kind of a side note. I think it might have said you could fit 8 people in there, but I think you could probably only fit comfortably maybe 4 people without being, too close and in each other's, personal space. So
look, listen, y'all. When you go in those hot tubs, please don't do water aerobics.
Oh, man.
Because you kick the other people
Yeah.
in the hot tub, and that starts a little something.
Yeah. So if you one of those type of people, we did get in at one point, and a lady was kicking me the whole time doing her water aerobics, and I'm like, it's not enough space here for you to do water aerobics.
Wait,
and I was trying to signal to her, but she was too busy enjoying herself.
Wait a minute,
Shady.
Because I thought, look, we just friends, right? I was like, I didn't know it was a signal. See, here's age gap. Different communication. I was like, oh, he rubbing my leg. He trying to get fresh on this trip. That wasn't it. He was trying to tell me this lady is, how you get the signal. I was like, oh, he rubbing on my leg, y'all. Oh, snap. We taking this to another level, but we did not.
I was like, move over. And I guess I had to throw in a little bit of ludicrous, like, move.
This ain't move over. This is I'm rubbing your leg. Move over be like this. See, ladies, how we
can't even do that gesture on YouTube now. She turned it into rated R.
No, not like this. I'm talking about on the left.
Oh, okay. All right. Let's move on from the hot tubs here because she's taking it to a whole nother
you
level
might
there.
Edit that, man. You might want to edit that. You shouldn't have gave me no drink.
The gym and the fitness area was also very nice. I think I made it a few days up to the gym and used the elliptical and the treadmill, but it was a really nice area, nice spacious. It was more than enough treadmills for people to have on, more than enough ellipticals. There was weights, area to do like some stretching yoga. What room are you talking about? I bet you I know what it's called.
That spot part
Can
where
you name it? I think it's like the Persian Garden. The Persian Garden, I believe.
I'm like, I don't know. You don't put me on the spot.
The Persian Garden.
Listen, it had rain sounds, and it had this room that you go into with this eucalyptus smell, aromatherapy, and it's just like, oh, and I never went back in.
We did the tour and we went in there, but it has the nice seats and it has a really nice view of the ocean, or like we were in Miami at the time, so it had a real nice view of Miami. I did a video. It's actually in my Celebrity Equinox cruise tour, and I have it listed on my YouTube that's under the best things about Celebrity Equinox.
Yeah. Oh, and those turkey burgers. They were good.
Oh, okay. What is it called? The Mass Bar? Or Mass Grill and Mass Bar. They're located on the decks of the Celebrity Equinox. And what I like about this, there's some other cruise lines out there that do burgers and have the specialty burger restaurants. But what I liked about the Mass Grill on Celebrity Equinox is that they didn't forget about the people that don't eat cows and the people that don't eat pork. They thought about us, so they did have veggie burgers and turkey burgers. And I mean, I wasn't a fan of the veggie burger, so I went ahead and stuck with the turkey burger. But that was my spot every day. She got a little mad because I'm like, we get back on the ship from excursions. I'm like, I'm not going to the Ocean View Cafe. I'm going to hit up the Mass Grill.
I had made friends with the people that work in the cafeteria. I said to you, I'm trying to catch. I'm just playing. It's a joke, people.
But yeah, I really enjoyed the Mass Grill. And then there was the Mass Bar outside.
That Miami Vice drink was delicious.
Oh, she liked the Miami Vice. Yeah, that was pretty good. That was pretty good. And the drinks on the ship, they have some excellent bartenders.
Very nice.
Very
Everyone
nice.
was so nice.
And some of them may pour a little heavy, so you got to be careful when you're drinking. I noticed a lot of people on the ship had the actual drink packages too, so it seems like Celebrity didn't care about pouring a little bit extra because I guess they were used to everyone just having those drink packages. But like she said earlier, that martini lounge and doing the flights, you got to do that. Or you got to be there just to watch somebody else do it because it's just amazing.
I would have to say that my favorite martini was the caramel apple.
I don't even remember. I tried so many.
I know what I didn't like.
Yeah, she made me drink all the real dry ones, like the dry martini and was it the Manhattan?
Ooh.
The ones that were just like, what were they? Vodka and
olive juice.
Vodka and olive juice, and it was some more that she just had me drink all the ones that were like really strong, and
That's not true. He just was slow in drinking. I like to get it in.
Nah, we had 15 flights, and it was about 5 of them for sure she wasn't touching because they was a little too strong for her.
I was trying to be a lady.
Okay. We'll let that be as her final word out there. So, fine dining in the main dining hall is actually like something that you don't want to miss out on because that's where you get that more personable Well, the whole trip is pretty personable. Even the waiters up in the Ocean View Cafe, but you just get that service, and you really feel like you're special during those times, and you get to try all the appetizers you like, or the entrees and desserts, and the waiters and their assistants. They're just excellent. They just provided us with excellent service. I mean, there was nothing that I could have ordered on that menu that I could say was just nasty or gross, or if I didn't like it one way, they were willing to go back and prepare it another way. Or even the wait staff were very honest about how something was going to come out. So I liked that a lot as well.
I did too. And we had, I'm going to give Andy a shout out because he took care of our cabin, our room, whatever you call it.
Yeah.
Our stateroom. Very phenomenal. Very phenomenal. I mean, he kind of reminded me of the butler off of Mr. D's, because he just pop up like, dude, where you come from, bro? But he was very on point and just so respectful, and I really like that service.
Yep. And so our room, we did have an inside stateroom, and we were on the 10th deck, so I don't know how the inside staterooms are on different decks, but our inside stateroom, it was actually very spacious. I mean, we had the 2 beds, we had a couch, a little desk area, dresser, television, and I mean, it was just a lot of space for storage and just to be able to move around, so we didn't seem crammed into like a small space like sardines, how I've seen some inside cabins are on some ships.
We didn't kill each other.
Yeah, we made it through. So
because we had never spent that much time together.
Yeah, so we made it through that. Yeah, it was 11 days.
That was our longest.
Yeah, I believe so. 11 days. And then something else that was pretty good about the stateroom is that it actually had outlets in the bathroom as well. So if you're someone like me, if you have to shave, or if you're a lady, you have to bring a flat iron or curlers, or
you looking at my hair like you didn't use none of those.
Whatever like little electronics you want to use in the bathroom, you can use those items because there's a plug inside the bathroom as well.
I like the showers too.
Oh yeah, the showers were actually very nice too.
I like that.
So one of the places that we spent a lot of time in was the Ocean View Cafe, and that's pretty much. Did I miss something? Oh.
I was just laughing because he made it sound like all we did was stay up in there and eat.
Well, when you're on a cruise, that's pretty much what you're doing. You eat. I'm still trying to lose weight from that cruise, Man, when you're on a cruise 11 days, just imagine how much you're just eating. But the Ocean View Cafe.
I went there to read a book and have coffee.
Okay, she did go there sometimes to read, but, we was in there eating. I mean, it was just great because, they had cookies, different types of cookies. They had jelly beans. What was I eating all the time? Yeah, they had jelly beans. Was it Sour Patches?
Yeah.
Jelly beans and Sour Patches. Every day I was getting them, taking them back to the room.
Those cookies too. You got me hooked on. I'm like, we acting like crackheads up in here about these cookies.
Yeah, I was taking the cookies. I had them in the drawers in the room. I was taking them off the ship. But yeah. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. No, I did not do that. I never do such a thing like that. But then they also had frozen yogurt, ice cream as well that was complimentary, and then they had a pasta station where they make everything there to order.
We come in after the club and hit the pasta station like we got to get this for the room.
Oh yeah, you got to hit up the pasta station. The young man that was working there while we was cruising, he was from Kenya, so check him out.
Who else? Oh, we'd have met so many people, but but all in all, we had a wonderful time. Some people would be like, how can you be on an 11-day cruise? I would get bored after a while. We didn't get bored. And actually waking up and being on a different island was pretty freaking awesome. So, which was your favorite island?
I'm torn between, well, actually we had 6 ports and it's hard to choose. I have like a top 3. I know I love St. Lucia.
Yeah.
I love St. Lucia. I just like the energy of Barbados, and then Antigua. Because we were just right there on the beach right away, it was just so relaxing for us that day. Because I don't think we did any tours. It was a long ride to get to the beach.
We just stayed.
Yeah. It was like a 30-minute ride, I think, to get to the beach. 20, 30 minutes going across to get there. But once we were there, we was just really relaxed. And just the water in Antigua, it really looks like people describe it. And how you see those pictures on television around the whole island. Just beautiful. Sand was beautiful.
So, and I actually conquered my fear and got in the water, y'all. So,
She got in the water.
Conquering Fears, and that's that high vibe, and I'll be talking about on my channel. So there you go. Shameless plug.
They already told him, check her out, Earrings by Angela on YouTube. And then just what I would want to touch on real quick is just getting on the ship. I think it was a very fast process. It was very quick. And then what I liked about Celebrity is our room was ready, I want to say by 1 o'clock. You know, some cruise lines make you wait a long time before your room is actually ready. But on the Celebrity Equinox, our room was ready pretty early. And I'd say getting off the ship, that was a pretty easy, smooth process as well. So I thank you for checking out this YouTube video. Again, check out Earrings by Angela. I'll leave her information down in the description box below. As well as check out all my other videos which highlight the Celebrity Equinox cruise line.
And come party with us next time.
All right, maybe you'll catch us out there on a cruise or someplace else traveling, because we love to travel, y'all. And it's 2019. It's the start. We ain't took no trip yet this year, have we?
It's up to him, because he's my travel agent.
Well, keep watching and you'll see where we're going.